Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the week 133 account update for Gotenks account. We are at 9.54 million, closing in on 10 million, but the biggest news of today is a big one. We'll get to that in a little bit. First, I shelled out a little bit of some crystals for a 5-star Leviathan. So we now have all the major capital ships at least at 5 stars. This is big for banners. We're also going to get, a little bit of boost on abilities, 5% capital ship speed reduction. That's a nice little extra bit, a little bit of extra health recovery. The biggest, Leviathan is the heaviest 7-star lock ship ever, though. Like, the abilities are so much more powerful on 7 stars. Cooldown reset on the ultimate, the isolate, all this stuff. The actual ship reinforcement getting destroyed is at 7 stars only, so there's a lot locked behind that. But now I have Profundity and Leviathan at 5 stars. Really big deal for banners if I use either of them on offense. Add that to the Executor at 7 stars, and we're really talking. All these ships I'm farming are coming along. Almost done Hyena Bomber, 77 out of 100. Rogue One, 43 out of 100. 48 out of 65 on the shuttle. And even the resistance ships are kind of coming along. Mainly because I can get them from shipments as well for these two. I'm not gunning for Ray really anytime soon, but it just takes so long on ships. I knew I wanted to get started a lot earlier. Conquest. So there's a lot of little pieces of news today. It's my first red crate. This one was so much more like mid-game, early late game friendly. Nothing was like so difficult. Like even this stuff requiring the latest era is just Rebel fighter unit kills. So you don't need that casting team for that. You need the casting team for was it Undermine. But it didn't take that long to get that. So I was able to get that mostly in Sector 1 and then win with Velsartha. Also, don't need the full casting team. You could put her with Leia, which is exactly what I did a lot of the time, and then Purge. The Balin squad handles that. Sector 5, the ones I ended up skipping the feats is the Buff Disruption. The Boba Jango wasn't too hard. Tactical Supremacy actually was pretty hard for me. And I ended up using an Erodium token on Grand Moff Tarkin because he gives us to all Empire, and that's fine, but I just couldn't find anywhere where my Gear 11 wouldn't just die immediately. I was complaining about this in my own server, like to a couple other people. I hate that they made this the Datacron node here. Like on my main account, sure, there's stuff I can get past it. If I haven't, well, I have on this account. I have beaten it with something, but it's not good for farming data or farming feats while getting Datacrons farmed. Like it's not something I just go in with anything and beat. And others think this team's also quite difficult. I think it's so much easier than the Old Republic one, especially if you have the right data discs. Yeah, I didn't really skip many feats. It's just like little boss feats that I literally could not do. Like Maul Hate Fuel, Comp Vance, stuff like that. So yeah. And I've seen a lot of posts on Reddit like, oh, first red crate. So it's fantastic. I think that this one is coming along so easily for people. And just make sure I have, I have the 20 for shards. So working towards unlock day 1 for the first time on this account. So that is great news. Next thing, I could briefly talk about areas before the big emphasis. So I am working on leveling up my characters. I have brought at 110, so this past week or so since Stormtrooper Commander came out and I got the tranche of air level currency, I have been kind of hanging with the rest of the group in the shard, mostly top 60. I got, I think, a top 90 or 2 in there, but mostly top 60. I can just level up. Nobody, I guess? Where are you? What is this? Okay, there you go. By the end of the era, I'll just probably have everyone at 110, but I agree with the cacophony of complaints of, like, you can't Gear 13 him. Getting the Gear 13 is a really nice boost. That's a lot of gear that you don't have to spend, and, like, every era before this, you were able to get these freaking materials at the 5-star. I only did it with Cassian, so I didn't experience, like, double. But I agree, it was really like a bait and switch, like, no communication. You just can't do it. You can't get anyone past 110. And the only difference, like, there's no difference between going for, like, 4-star on everybody as far as, like, your max air levels and 5-star, because 5-star is 116 up is gated at 5-star, so you can get up to, theoretically, 125 if you have 5 stars, but in reality, you're kind of stuck at, like, 110 for pretty much everybody. And 105 if you're 3-star, which is not much of a difference. So I went just 3-star in Stormtrooper Commander. I saw no purpose. I thought there'd be a larger amount of the purple stuff in his 5-star tier, but it's a pittance. So pretty annoying, pretty pitiful. And I'll do a Dryax run later because it is a lot more fun having Rada, and my loaned units are up there. 105 is what gear level? Is that gear? So that's like hitting gear. That's hitting gear 12, so everyone's a lot more durable. And character-wise, farm at 60 out of 85 on Darth Vader Duel's End. Watt, I've officially put in my favorites because I think JMK would be a solid GL for me. And now you get kind of stuck in the thought of, like, oh yeah, push him off, you don't need him. But the reasons to push him off and not recommend him early is you need cat. I have my cat up and running, especially since I've farmed Ahsoka is the main catalyst for this thought. I have an R9 cat and an R9 as just a normal Ahsoka, so that is like 2/5 of his whole team, and then it's just him, GK. So if you're talking about team ready, I'm ready for a JMK. I do not have to build a team at all. I could even use gas in there. I could use Padme. But as opposed to like any other Galactic Legend, I'm gonna have to build their team, and it's fine. I've already kind of committed to Supreme Kylo. The building for him is mainly Zetas, but I also don't need that for JMK. Ahsoka, I've kind of mostly built it, and we're about to finish that. That's kind of the big milestone for this week that I keep teasing at. Rey'd have to build her team. Sith Eternal Emperor, I mean, he doesn't really have a team, but it would make sense to have him after I have Watt in fighting shape. Lord Vader, I have to not only farm all of the stuff that I have like no progress on, or barely, I'm like close on all the bad batch, but you have to go out and farm another group of clone troopers up. Hondo is someone that gets his team alongside him. There's also Maz in SM33. They get a farm as conquest units. But JMK, he's gonna be ready to go right out of the box. So yeah, that's not bad. I have 6 out of 16 already. Everyone is kind of close. Let's just look at this. 5, 7, 7, 8. So there's 1 Relic 8 only, or 2 Relic 8s I have to do. But General Kenobi, I'm happy about that. It's Relic 8. Look at that. I mean, just token. Just little bumps. Just a little bit of an extra here. I am not far. The only thing is Watt. So that's why I haven't favorited. I have 57 out of 100. I spent a long time in a guild doing Geonosis. So that's why I am at least that close. If I was like I am on Giedi Mundi, I wouldn't go for him at all. But I think JMK is going to be Galactic Legend number 6. That's kind of funny that I'm just so close on Kylo as well. I could stop and pivot. Maybe I should. I don't know. Let me think. Let me know. Even though I've been pouring a lot into this, should I pivot to JMK now or wait till I get Supreme Lair Kylo? Because I do have to build Supreme Lair Kylo's his lifter. So I have to build her from the ground up, Zetas, Omicrons, everything. JMK, I do not need any Omicrons. So, let me know what you think. But for now, Ahsoka, it is time to finish off these requirements. So the last one I need is Ahsoka Fulcrum. I have all the signal data. I have most of these. I have just been painfully scrapping stuff for this. The Gear 8, Gear 9, or R8, R9 stuff. I just need a little bit more Gear keypads, but that is the most painful thing. Because all these are very important for gearing up. Maybe another reason to just farm another character that's basically ready out the box, like JMK with his team. There we go. So that is all we need. And Fulcrum's my least favorite R9 upgrade for this farm. But we do what we must. And there we go. Complete all Galactic Legends quests to access their... I am no Jedi. Alright, so we should be getting Whiteside tickets. Just farm a few, just to see. Yes. So we've begun... Oh, that was a good pull of Whiteside tickets. Wow. So we've begun the long journey on the tickets. So that takes a lot of time in and of itself. And I don't really have tons of charge up currency. I still am using it for traditional purposes, so I might need to rush it at some point, or feel like I should do that. Maybe I'll open these sometime off camera today and then see where I'm at with this charge up currency and then push forward. But who knows? Could be unlocked as soon as next week. So we're done with that, and I mean it's really tempting just to go for then walk would be like the final thing, because I like all this. Yoda. Well, Yoda's not like the biggest highlight, but shock to Yoda. It's nice to have some floating Jedi that you could use here and there, like JML. Grievous, he's literally right there. I don't really need much more. Django. I don't know. I wish I thought about this before we farmed all those orange set datacrons, but I would barely get any use of it anyway, even if I do go this route. Yeah, this is really close.
Ready to play?
It feels better and better because I've just been looking at Darkside Rey with dread. Like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna manage this? Let's just get her 85 so I can see how many Omicrons I have. So I only have 13. Yeah, I don't have any Omicrons. So I'm basically just farming GLs now. Why not just go for the ones that don't need, the one that doesn't need any Omicrons? And then, I mean, Gungus I've like held off on. They'd honestly be amazing right now because with the Datacron that turns defense to offense, they are crazy. They just one-shot people. I've always underestimated that ability because we have it here and there. At the start of the first turn, attacker allies gain offense equal to 400% of their current defense till the end of the battle, then they lose 50% defense. So we have this for various factions. I remember for like Imperial Troopers or something. But I guess since it's worded exactly the same, just swap out attacker for whatever faction. But it's been so limited in the past. Now, like, we have access to any team that has a big boost in like defense from their abilities. Is huge. Like Gungans is massive. Bo-Katan's pretty big. But Gungans are just crazy. So it would have been nice to take advantage of that. But yeah, I mean the journey guide. Like I think by the time I got that, that's a lot of Zetas. You know, I'm not gonna be able to like start from nothing and get that up and running from a standstill in time to leverage this Datacron set. These are like 3 by Manica hasn't fully finished it either. I have all these done. I'm not gonna push all that effort for Jedi Master Mace or Afra. Yeah, so it's just GLs. So it's like, which GL next? And I went so long with like 1 or 2, or just like, well, just 2. Leia and Jabba for a long time. 2 or 3 maybe. Now I feel like I'm going to be stockpiling them very, very quickly. Let's actually just get a better look at what is fully required of these next GLs. So, like, I haven't used this tracker in a while for my own accounts. But Springler Kylo, I can kind of ignore the gear requirements because it's just tokens. 110, 155, 170, really not much at all. JMK. And I mean, it does seem like a lot more, but again, it's just tokens, and I've just already been tokening a lot. It really doesn't feel like it's this much, but oh no, that's both of them. So okay, I was like, how is it? Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, a lot of it's just you are gonna ignore it with Lightspeed tokens. Okay, here are the ones that are completely tokenable. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4, and then I'm gonna need to do manual upgrades to GK. That's just 1 relic level. Y is you got to do it all the hard way. Grievous is just 1 relic level. I haven't met relic 6. Django is just 3 more. Shock T. We're at relic 1, so I could like token most of the way. And Yoda's at relic 5, so there's a few. But that would be kind of worthwhile. That would give me time to stockpile some Zetas, because I do have a good bit of Zetas. I should be ready for Ahsoka whenever I get her. Yeah, I should be able to get 6 right away with her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go JMK next, even though I had already started down the road to Kylo. But then another thing is, how long is it gonna take for this? So I have, I don't have enough for anymore. This now. Let's see, guild events. Okay, the rewards. So we get like 30. So we get 5,350. Okay, 1480. No. It's 2125 per shipment. I need 9 more because I think I'm at like 57. Minus 1480. And what's it again? It's like 5,100. Let's just do 5,100. Store. Sorry, I'm bumbling around. Okay. 5 by 5,100. So like 4 TBs. It's like 2 months. It's plenty of time for Zetas. I don't know if we, or it might. I don't know if we get enough from like. We lost our TW. Oh. I don't know if we get enough from like special missions. $5,350. Yeah, that's actually materially more. 5,350. I just didn't hold that in my mind. 5,350. 5,350. Okay, 0.29. 1,500. I don't know if we'll get that in 3. But it could be potentially as early as 1.5 months, or 1.5 or 3 TVs, and we're about to start now. So it's like 5 weeks. 5 to 7 weeks is when I'd be done with bot. And there's no other way to get them for me. We're not going to do Geonosis. So yeah, I mean that's plenty of time for all these characters. But I like you need breaks in farms. Like if you need Zetas and stuff, you can't just sprint from one to the next without having any downtime at all. But anyway, enough stretching my noggin thinking about GLs. Let's do a run of Dryax. I actually have come to enjoy this more than most of the bosses because it doesn't take super long, and it feels like there's less, like at least like year 12 feels like there's a lot less doom coming your way, especially since you can't really get them out of balance that much with their health protection. Hutt Cartel, so definitely Cad Bane. I've been using Mob Enforcer a lot. And I think Greedo, because Greedo can remove turn meter. So let's give this a shot. Best is 349. Let's just get some bleed on there in both of them. Fortunately, Java was dazed. Just use this early and often. Get them split up. I pretty much always use the basic for Mob Enforcer because that's where you get defense down. Let's move that. Get the speed down here. Hopefully no... About to do their AoE, so they'll dispel there. Let's get speed down. Does it last one turn? Doesn't matter, didn't land it. It's annoying days, man. Okay, both have offense up, so let's do that. Just get right back. Move the turn meter. Yeah, defense up. Let's preserve that a little longer. Now we actually got a couple points of separation. Let's try to even that out a bit. That's the one. We're gonna get offense up soon, so I'll save that AoE. Hang there, everybody. I'm gonna be displaying anyways. I'll use this basic because that like it covers protection for everybody. I need to be able to take some hits. Alright, oh, whew, and it dodged, nice. I don't have potency ups, I don't know if I'll land it. I did, okay, good. Get the offense up. I'm gonna hang it in there a little bit. Let's get it on. Getting on Greedo. Don't attack him. Or do if he's gonna counterattack. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi. Oh my goodness. Their defense down, so we'll keep our focusing over here. For that. We're doing pretty good, doing pretty good. I think this will be a high for me. You wanna come up and help? Come on. Oh, Gus. Those are not dogs. They're big cats. Big things. Don't worry. This is not violence against other dogs. Oh no. Alright, that's the beginning of the end. Losing Cad Bane. That's our like healer, basically. I might not get a... no, I didn't get a leaves. Wow, that turns on a dime. Shoot, I think I'll just keep my score. My previous best score. What? I thought I was like, sitting pretty. It sucks. Oh well, though. I've done all my datacron farming for this account. Why are you licking so much? Oh my gosh. All my datacron farming for this account. So I'm done. I ended up with more than usual for this account, I guess. Or not really, actually. I think I didn't have as much breakdown into this set. So I didn't get as much as this other orange set. But this will break down to a lot with these focus datacrons. Other than that, I think that's it for this week. It's a big week. Because we're farming for Ahsoka with the tickets. Gus, chill. Farming with Ahsoka for the tickets. I've decided JMK is next and stuff. Springer Kylo, and I don't even mind too much. That poured in a bunch of tokens. I can get 2 more, honestly. Let's do an attacker. Here. We have an attacker. You're an attacker. Support. I've already bought my support token. He's got a ship, so... I also need to put mods on... what's her face? Fulcrum? Not a super huge rush to do that, but this is adding a lot of GP. Just because it's a pilot. That's like... going crazy. Hi. Then... oh my gosh. I guess I can wait for... I'll have to wait for another attacker token or a support token, but I have... Both have been purchased this week already, because I did Tarkin. Yeah, it's not really many tokens to wait on. Django, I have some signal data, but I'm gonna need to build up the rest of the supply. I have this. That's pretty good. Like when you don't have to go Relic 8 and Relic 9, like Relic 7 seems so easy now. It's nuts. Good, I guess it's already 7 stars. And what? Like I have to upgrade the hard way. Give him his Zeta. I don't know who to use him with, so I'm not in any rush. Yeah, it's like I'm fully cooked. That's so close, man. Yeah, but that'll do it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.